Welcome to Mariners Fan Central.
For those who followed the 2020 season and that electric moment in 2021, you know the weight the name Vogelbach carries in the locker room. That grand slam against the Cardinals in September 2021 wasn't just a hit. It was one of those moments that define a winning team's chemistry. Bringing that energy back now with a clipboard in hand is a move that blends nostalgia with a very clear front office strategy. What I see here isn't just a favor to a beloved former player. It is the recognition that Vogelbach's approach at the plate, that absurd discipline, the clinical eye for the strike zone, and the patience to wait for the right pitch is exactly the mentality that was missing in critical moments of our 97-win campaign in 2025. We had a historic year, the best in franchise history, but let's be honest, our pitching staff carried the load many times while the offense fluctuated. If you're pumped to see Vogie back in the dugout, hit that like button right now. Let's break down why this move matters for our bats. The structure being assembled places Eric Theisen as the lead hitting coach. Theisen, who was already with the main group last year, now leads a trio that includes Vogelbach and newcomer Guillermo Martinez. It is interesting to note the departure of Connor Dawson to the Royals and the role change for Al LeBeouf. This signals that Pat Murphy and management were not satisfied with the bats' inconsistency despite the success in the standings. Modern MLB demands specialization, and having three minds focused on the offense shows that Milwaukee is doubling down on technical preparation. Vogelbach brings the recent perspective of someone who has faced current pitchers, understands modern swing technology, and knows how to translate complex data into player language, something that often gets lost in translation between front office analysts and high-performance athletes. The expectation is that he can mentor the younger guys to have quality at-bats, focusing on on-base percentage, OBP, which has always been his trademark. While Vogelbach's return grabs the emotional headlines, the moves involving Jim Henderson and Jason Lane are, in my analytical view, the ones that could have the deepest structural impact for 2026. Jim Henderson has been promoted from assistant to pitching coordinator. Do not underestimate this title change. Henderson knows this bullpen like no one else. The resounding success of our pitchers in 2025, which was the backbone of the 97 wins, has his fingerprints all over it. By elevating him to coordinator, the organization ensures the continuity of a philosophy that has transformed discredited arms into lethal weapons. We are talking about maintaining excellence on the mound, which is the current identity of this franchise. On the other side, we have Jason Lane moving from third base to become the coordinator of offense and strategy. This tells me a lot about how the game will be managed in the dugout. Lane is an extremely intelligent baseball man, and moving him from the field to a big picture role suggests that the Brewers want to further integrate advanced scouting with real-time decision-making during games. Instead of just giving signs at third base, Lane will now be the brain connecting the offensive game plan with practical execution. It is a clear attempt to optimize every inning, every matchup, chasing those extra runs that we often let slip away in tight games. We are seeing a complete reorganization under the command of Pat Murphy for his second full year with this new post-council configuration. Murphy is molding the team in his image, intense, smart, and now with reinforcements who understand Milwaukee's culture. Theisen's promotion to lead the hitting department with the support of Martinez and Vogelbach creates an ecosystem where responsibility is shared, but the direction is unified. It's not just about hitting the ball, it's about building a cohesive offensive strategy that works from March to October. The year 2025 gave us the wins record, but the goal for 2026 is to translate that into postseason success. These coaching staff changes are the first aggressive step to ensure we don't stagnate. The message is clear. Good is not enough. The quest is for total excellence, both on the mound and at the plate. Daniel Vogelbach's return brings heart and an elite mentality regarding plate discipline, while the promotions of Henderson and Lane solidify the Brewers' tactical structure. We are reinforcing what worked, pitching, and aggressively operating where we faltered offensive consistency. And you, Brew Crew fan, do you believe Vogelbach has the necessary experience to fix our offensive power outages, John? Or do you think we needed a more experienced name on the market? Leave your opinion in the comments. I want to know what the base thinks. If you liked this deep dive analysis, you know what to do. Subscribe now so you don't miss the next video. Let's tackle this season together.